What do you need?
Anything I should know about Dr. Mack before I leave?
Only that he can't be trusted, and he's highly manipulative. So you need to stay cautious.
Was Mack the one whose drone you smashed?
Yes. Yes, it was. I've never told this to anyone, but before I met Mac and Perry, I was wandering alone. Didn't have a map, so I drew one myself. The first people I came across were two guys, old enough to remember Judgment Day. We camped out together. They gave me advice, we shared some stories. Sounds nice, right?
See, there are still good people out there.
They weren't good. Although, not cutting my throat in my sleep makes them more or less gentlemen. When I woke up, all my things were gone, including my map. There I was, lost in the desert. Thirst and hunger. I knew I was gonna die. I passed out with my face in the sand. But next thing, I was lying in a bed, bathed and wearing clean clothes.
You're lucky someone found you.
Someone did find me. Too bad it was Skynet. Through the window, I saw thousands of Terminators. First, I thought it was a work camp, but it was something else. A Skynet research facility. They kept me alive, but I didn't know why. I thought I was the only human there. But after a while, someone came into my cell. A man. Well-dressed, clean-shaven. You want to take a guess who that was?
One of those guys who robbed you?
No. He was a traitor to his race. Bastard was selling every piece of knowledge the machines didn't have. In return, they gave him everything he wanted. When he was done stuffing his face with food, he had another request. He wanted a whore. It lasted months, until I got to wrap a towel around his neck and make his eyes pop. You don't want to see people for what they really are. I've seen their true face. That traitor, those two guys in the desert, Mac, they all showed it to me. It's not pretty. The truth is, the only reason I fight for the Resistance is because I despise people just a little less than the machines.
Jacob, do you have a minute?
Of course.
I've heard that you're going to Hollywood Hills. Well, with Baron yelling like that, the whole shelter heard. He wanted me to tell you if I needed anything, so here it is. When you get to Hollywood Hills, could you stop by my old house? It's near the Griffith Park tennis courts. I wonder if Peter went there and left something for me. I know he'd be stupid to go there, since now it's behind the Annihilation Line, but then again, he was always full of stupid ideas.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Look at him. He never talks to anyone. He just sits there.
I bet he's one of those machines.
Sure, let's trust someone who gets called Dr. Death. That won't bite us in the ass. In the meantime, I'll see what I can learn from the new CPU we acquired from that infiltrator. This could be the breakthrough that we've all been waiting for. I need to concentrate, so please don't disturb me.
Jacob.
What's the situation like in the shelter?
Not that great. People are getting nervous. A lot have already left, and even more plan to leave. Even Mark and Laura saw him packing earlier.
And what about you?
Just the thought of running again's making me sick. Must be getting old. Plus, we got everything we could need right here. Where else would I go? Besides, I have faith that Baron would never let anything happen to this place. She's way too uptight about security.
Earlier, you said that a new era started. What changed?
Well, for one thing, with Tucker dead, I became the new leader of the group. Something I never expected or wanted, for that matter.
Did everyone agree that you should be the new leader?
Not everyone. We had a huge fight about food, or where we should go next, and so on. Our group divided without Tucker to keep it together. I was terrified. I started to walk away like I was on autopilot. I don't know if I wanted to run away or to kill myself, but then something surreal happened. I found a metal door in the ground in the middle of nowhere. I was real unsure about what I might find under it, but what I did find was the aftermath of a massacre.
Weren't you scared to go inside?
I was terrified, believe you me. But then again, a lot of things didn't make sense to me at that moment. It looked like they decided to commit suicide. I couldn't understand it. To me, they had everything. Food, water. They even had a case of beer. So, I got shit-faced and started crying over my brother's death. But I realized something. I realized that I could maybe survive there.
Did you come back to tell everyone?
I did. After I buried the bodies outside, I returned to the camp with the good news. After that, we were all right. That night, I learned two things. Firstly, that it's okay to be scared. Secondly, that there are two sides to everybody. Ironically, me being a scaredy cat turned me into a good leader. And that's how I found that place, and that's what motivated me to help others. But Tucker, well, he was a leader from the start. But he had an ugly side, too. He killed those who opposed him. He was a real scumbag, but he was my brother. He made me want to be a good person for the both of us. Our hangover wasn't a high price to pay for that lesson. Don't be shy, Rivers. Turn up the volume.
Why do you think Skynet doesn't have their plants in the South?
I don't think. I just hope.
Everyone's leaving. I think we should as well.
Yeah, but where to?
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
Jacob, I didn't see you there.
Where's Patrick?
He's getting ready. I'm taking him with me. I figure it's time for him to see what's out there.
Where are you going?
I'm going out scavenging. Don't worry. I'm past thinking about running away. Knowing how much you'd miss me made me not want to leave.
Is everything okay? You seem far away.
Nothing can get past you, can it? I've been thinking about the day we met. I never told you how we really ended up there.
You can tell me anything.
I know I can. That's why you're the first person I'm telling this to. That day, loud hammering woke me up. When I came downstairs, I saw my father nailing the window shut. Through the crack, I saw them coming. Hundreds of metal heads and their red eyes. Even though they're just empty shells, I could feel the hate radiating from them.
What did you do?
I made Patrick stay upstairs and went back to talk to my father. We argued for a minute or two, and I tried to pull him away from the window. He pushed me away. I tried it again, but he shoved me. And this time I fell. I didn't recognize him as he was reaching for his shotgun. He said, I shouldn't worry about the machines. They wouldn't hurt us. I don't even remember how. But the gun was already in my hands. I closed my eyes and went someplace else. Didn't even hear the shot. I didn't hear Patrick's steps either.
Did you lose consciousness?
I guess I did for a moment. It was the taste of blood on my lips that woke me from my trance. I threw the gun away, grabbed Patrick, and tried not to notice the hole in my father's unmoving chest. As we ran, I could hear them coming, so we found somewhere to hide. Then you came. I wanted to tell someone about all this, but I was afraid to.
I'm glad you did.
I am too. We talk a lot about how heartless the machines are. And I started to think that maybe I was too. I probably would have convinced myself of that if it wasn't for you keeping me sane. Thank you for everything. I never thought I would find a friend in times like these.
Is it true? I can look human now?
Well, what's with the dogs? They've been like that ever since they brought that thing in.
You're alive!
No time for that. Do whatever it takes to get everyone out of that shelter. Do you understand? They're not safe there.
What? Why? God damn it! What does he mean? Get everyone out of the shelter? Camera. Dr. Mack! Is that you? The Resistance needs your help. Mack! It would be a shame to lose that camera.
Now, why would you do that?
Because we don't have time for this. Come out here. Skynet has developed a new Terminator model, the Infiltrator.
You've seen one already?
We've captured one, and we need your help. Are you there?
How do I know you're not an infiltrator? You've seen them. You know how incredibly lifelike they are, so you should understand my concerns. Head up that hill. If you want me to help you, you have to take a test for me.
Test?
Yes, to determine whether you're a Terminator or not. And be careful, I'm watching you. Fight you? Very clever way to make me think that you're not one of them. Unfortunately for you, I'm not getting it.
We don't have time for any of this. Just tell me where you are. I am not a robot.
Living tissue would make you a cybernetic organism, not a robot. Words have meaning. Conversations between human beings would be a lot easier if we all just trusted each other and understood the deeper meaning of what we said. Keep that in mind during this test. Terminators. They've been trying to find me for a while now, all 8 of them. Well, I guess with you in there, that makes it 9.